Hey, what's going on? It's Jeff Newport from ChasingStrength.com. And in today's video, we are covering the concept of the fitter but fatter phenomenon. This is part one in a 3 or 4 part series. So I'm not sure if you've ever heard of this fitter but fatter phenomenon concept. So let me give you a quick overview. The fitter but fatter phenomenon occurs when you commit to an exercise program for a period of time, say 12 weeks, and instead of getting leaner and stronger and better conditioned, you just got stronger and better conditioned, but you actually gained a few pounds, kilos around the middle and other places. So your pants get tighter in the waist, thighs, butt, hips, that sort of thing. So case in point, I'm going to share a comment that one of our viewers here on the YouTube channel placed on one of the other videos here. This is Captain Jed, and Captain Jed said, I have definitely fallen victim to the overtired, overhungry scenario and gotten to fabulous fitness while getting fatter, like rowing 10K with sub 2 minute splits on a work lunch break and not losing weight. So this begs the question, why exactly does this happen? Okay, simple. Well, it's not really that simple. Here's one reason why it happens, okay? First, your workouts are either too long, too hard, or some combo of both. Well, Jeff, what do you mean by too long? How long exactly is too long? Well, there's some interesting research from the University of Copenhagen back in 2010, and they examined this question. They put two groups of men, separate exercise categories, and they exercised daily or near daily for 13 weeks. Now, one group exercised for an hour a day, and the other group exercise for 30 minutes a day. Now, this is aerobic exercise, so let me just be upfront about that. So I think it was, if I recall correctly, it was the stationary bike. Now, which group lost more fat? Now, if we followed the more is better ideology and conventional wisdom, we would expect the first group, the 60 minutes daily, 5 days a week, whatever it was, would lose more body weight, body fat, right? Wrong. Here were the numbers. Okay, we'll flash these up on the screen. The 60-minute group lost an average of 2.7 kilograms of scale weight and 3.8 kilograms of fat mass. The 30-minute group lost an average of 3.6 kilograms of scale weight and 4 kilos of fat mass. So exercising half as much, the 30-minute group lost a little more fat and a third more scale weight. All right, so essentially, we could say you lose the same, if not a little bit more body fat exercising half as much. So why did this happen? Okay, so why did the 60-minute group not lose twice as much fat, or at least more fat and more scale weight than the 30-minute group? Why was it vice versa? Well, when interviewed, one of the researchers postulated that the 60-minute group probably ate more to compensate for the fatigue levels that accumulated over the 60 minutes, hence the less than expected fat loss. And the same researchers also noticed that the 30-minute group reported having extra energy and a positive outlook on life as a result. Okay, so takeaway points here. 30 minutes will give you, or at least probably give you, better results than 60 minutes of exercise, especially if you're doing on a near daily basis. I can corroborate that 100%, and we'll talk about my experience with that in a future video. Okay, I think the results will actually shock you. They won't surprise you. They'll shock you because they shocked me. So, and two, the longer your duration, the more likely it is you'll be tired and hungry. And so the more likely it is you'll eat more than you should or more than normal, thus negating the effects that exercise has on building a caloric deficit for you, which is necessary over the course of time in order to lose body fat and or weight, or both, right? So hopefully if you're trying to lose weight, what you really mean is trying to lose body fat. Otherwise, you can just go cut off a leg and you'll lose probably 30, 40, 50 pounds, depending on how thick your legs are. Digging a little deeper here, you might have some reservations and a question might arise, and you might be thinking, yeah, what about the fatter part? Because both those groups still lost body fat. It's just that one group worked twice as hard and didn't lose as much. There's got to be more to it than just a shorter exercise duration, right? There is, and it's called the IT effect, and we will cover it in part 2 of this video series. All right. In case you've been frustrated by this phenomena, look, you are not alone. This has happened to me professionally, like I said, personally, like I said, and it's actually happened professionally about almost 15 years ago, 17 years ago, a while ago. It's been a minute when I had a kettlebell only group fitness facility. All right. Basically, people worked out too hard and they got too hungry and they ate too much food and they didn't see the results they wanted. So you're not alone. Okay. honestly, if we look at the stats, this is probably why about 25%, 24, 25%, I think is the most recent number. I mean, like, what's the difference? 1% when it's that low, 24, 25% of Americans exercise. And I think that's probably because this is what they've experienced. They've tried and repeatedly failed because they've been listening to conventional wisdom. So, if that's you and you're frustrated, you want to do something about it, I'll leave a link for a kettlebell program in the description below that has yielded some pretty impressive decreases in body fat in inches lost, especially, and here's the caveat, especially because the users didn't watch what they ate. They did it without dieting. So I'll leave that link in the video description below if you want to check it out. So hopefully you found this video helpful. Hopefully it starts answering some questions and maybe getting you to ask some more questions in the back of your head, which we will cover in the next couple of videos. All right, until next time, my friend, stay strong. And remember, if you like the video, click the link, the like button, share it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Talk to you next time.